Let's have a deep dive into one of the most beautiful countries in the world. Greece. Greece is a country in the east of Europe with a population of around 11 million people. With its countless islands, friendly people, vast culinary scene, rich history, picturesque destinations, natural beauty and impressive coastline, this small Mediterranean country has indeed so much to offer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Athens.
Counting more than 200 inhabited islands and a few more hundreds of deserted islets, Greece offers countless opportunities to spend your vacation close to the sea. You can reach any part of the country easily by plane. With more than 20 international airports, you are open to plenty of options. There are a dozen fare operators too. They can provide various trips from and to smaller and bigger islands. Most travelers decide to visit Greece during July and August, which is why many Greek islands are often overcrowded during the high season. Nonetheless, the warm weather makes it possible to visit them during the late spring or early autumn as well. Autumn is perfect for swimming because sea temperature is still pleasant. Spring is perfect for visiting places, and you can find stone walls blooming with flowers. It's so beautiful when nature is alive and green. My first time when I visited Greece, it was a midsummer. Yellow hay, grey stone and super hot afternoons were constant companions of the trip. I think May or June and September should be the number one option for visiting Greece. Crete, Zakynthos, Santorini, Rhodes, Mykonos and Kefalonia are the main destinations if you choose islands. If you are looking for a lazy vacation, then most of the islands can be an option. If you want to visit some famous historical sites and popular locations, then it's more tricky. You see how far away from each other are the main tourist attractions. You can just pick a couple of them for one trip and leave others for the next. In fact, most of the historical sites consist of two elements: ruins and a classic-style museum near the ruins. In Greece, it's harder to avoid ruins than to find them. Entrance prices are really affordable, but the museums inside are the same. They're made of statues, lots of stands with information, but no audio guides, no modern interactive solutions. It's a real pain in the ass to understand all that massive mess of Greek mythology and history just walking between these impressive artworks. I was always wondering how the hell they made so many and big statues. But some objects were really funny, and in fact, despite appearing quiet today, often Greek and Roman sculptures were originally painted. On many temples and buildings in ancient Greece, there were many sculptures with much detail. If the sculptures were white, the detail would have been indistinct. Color and the contrast would allow people looking up at the sculptures to determine the details. If you choose a hotel with a nice view and breakfast, it will cost you at least 50 to 70 euros. Breakfast is quite basic for this price, but anyways, I definitely recommend searching TripAdvisor or Google or something else where you can find various restaurants with the recommendations, photos and so on. Fresh fish and other sea creatures in some places can be served the same day they were caught. The main dishes you must try are souvlaki and gyros, moussaka, Greek salad, and yes, the desserts. But they are very sweet, not all but the famous baklava for sure. In some places you can even find some local Fanta in orange or lemon taste. Nothing special, but it was drinkable. Maybe it's usually sweeter than the original Fanta. Coffee is sweeter too. So in coffee shops, don't forget to order with less sugar than you normally would. Greece is around 80% mountainous. The northern part of the country can even receive snow. Greece has more than 20 ski resorts. Yes, they are small, but still, ski resorts. But if you associate a beautiful Mediterranean coastline with Greece, you're also right. Greece has an impressive coastline of 60,000 kilometers, making it the 10th longest coastline in the world. Plus, no part of the country is more than 137 kilometers away from the sea. That's a lot of water. Greece is famous for its ancient philosophers. It is known as the birthplace of democracy in the West. They invented the Olympic Games and theater. All the Olympian spring is absolutely amazing. I even had the opportunity to test the first Olympic stadium.
Olimpinėse varžybose už Lietuvą mesiu viską.
Šaunuolis.
Antra rungtis olimpinis bėgimas.
Nu čia antra vieta.
Antra vieta tik tai. Padaryta.
The other historical site you definitely should consider visiting is Delphi. I think it's the most beautiful ruins in Greece, even greater than the Acropolis. As I read in a small book, this mountainous area has some special spiritual aura, and I was lucky I really felt it. Maybe the cold water helped me, I don't know, but the views and the atmosphere were superb. New Delphi is quite cute too. Just 2 streets and a church and you are done with this small town. But there is a bigger town called Arachova, just 12 kilometers away. Arachova is very beautiful. As beautiful as these white towns in the Greek islands. It's not a regular day in church. It was Holy Friday, and not only the prayers and church bells, but some strange Easter fireworks could be heard. In fact, when Greeks celebrate Easter, on Sunday they roast lamb. It takes around 4 to 5 hours to make it, and after that, in the evening, they burn Judah. The show and fireworks are quite impressive, but still, it's really sad to know that so many lambs were killed and eaten that day. Athens is the biggest city and the capital of Greece. According to Greek mythology, Athena and Poseidon fought over the right to name the city, and Greeks chose Athena to be the patron of Athens. Both gods offered the people a gift, with Athena gifting an olive tree and Poseidon offering water. The people chose the olive tree as it was a higher value since it could provide oil, food and wood. The country has over 120 million olive trees and produces more than 2 million metric tons of olives every year. That makes it the third largest producer of olives in the world, after Spain and Italy. Nearly 60% of cultivated land in Greece is used for olive production. Greece is also well known for the production of corn, wheat, and many other agricultural products. Athens' main destinations are Acropolis, its museum, and the Old Town. All other destinations and archaeological sites I think can be skipped. Well, just a glance from the street was quite enough for me after 1 week of strolling through all kind of different ruins. Greece is one of the world's sunniest countries, basking in more than 250 sunny days, or 3,000 hours of sunshine each year. Some islands even see around 300 days of sunshine a year. So, in afternoons, it's so hot that it becomes difficult to walk around the town. If you don't want to spend time in the hotel, you can search for places under the roof, like the Car War Museum or National Gallery. I chose the War Museum because it was near the hotel. Well, I think it's possible to find something more interesting if your hotel is somewhere else. By the way, around Monastiraki Square, you can find a lot of rooftop bars and restaurants and get some ice-cold drinks. How to travel in Athens? By taxi or metro. Both are cheap and fast. In the metro, you need to remember just 3 stations: Syntagma, Monastiraki, and Acropolis. The first 2 are in the blue lane, the third one in the red. Syntagma is the station where you can switch the lanes or get off in the beautiful square and begin your journey through the old town. A fun fact about Greece is that the country's official name is the Hellenic Republic. Greeks call the country Hellas. This name was used until the Byzantine period when Roman rulers renamed it. Today Greece is once again officially known as the Hellenic Republic. And the Greek language is considered to be one of the oldest written languages still in use today. Based on archaeological findings, it's believed to have been used continuously for over 5,000 years. Kalimera, Kalispera, you can easily learn some Greek words and make them happy. But usually they try to speak in English with tourists, even the older ones. Nafplio is another destination worth visiting. Views from the fortress of Palamidi can go straight to Instagram without any filters. You can reach it easily from the parking lot or through the hard way, stairs. While city suburbs and farmlands around are not very aesthetically pleasing and promising, the old town of Nafplio is surprisingly neat. The archaeological site of Mykonaia, a little bit more different ruins in Greece. No theater, no stadium, and no columns.
Hadden 6 Schachtgräber ausgegraben, 19 Toten, Männer, Frauen.
Mykonaia was the most powerful town of its days and even gave its name to an entire historical period. By the way, in Greece you will definitely find some cats and dogs, walking, sleeping or lounging everywhere you go. While not all towns in Greece are so lighted off like in Austria or Switzerland, but some areas are real magic, especially in the evening, when all the lights turn on and veil of mysteries overlays the streets. Souvenir shops and restaurants are open until late, so don't rush to the hotel. Late evenings are always the best time to catch the atmosphere. That's all about the Greece. Thank you.